All right, guys. Sorry for being a little bit absent here on YouTube with the lawn care. I'm gonna start getting into some of how my last season went. I had a good client base within 1 year. All the stuff I bought, it actually went pretty well. I ended up blowing an engine in a truck, and also ended up selling my Wright stander and buying this new piece of equipment right here, which there's some love and hate to. But this is it right here, and I'm gonna be doing a review on it as well. It is the Cub Cadet PRO X 600. Sticker's already kind of coming off. It's got 15.9 hours on it. It's a little bit dirty right now, just because I was doing a little bit of leaves. I got it at the end of last year. I got it with 7 hours on it. So I only put about 6 or 7 hours on it. I'm about to pull it out of the garage here real quick. This is a 48 inch. I went with the 48 inch. It was the only one they had. The price was $3,000 or $4,000 less than Wright stander, Scag, a lot of those companies out there. So got a pretty good deal for it, but there are some pros and cons just with the 7 hours I've used it. But I'm gonna come out with that review and kind of fill you guys in on the entire year. What ended up happening and transpiring. So I'm gonna get this thing out of the garage, kind of show you what it looks like in the daylight.
Okay, hold on.
Wow. All right, I've had Wright standers, I've had Scag, I've had a lot of different, this is the first startup in about 3 months, but I've never had something brand new take that long to start up. I'm not gonna judge it too much on that, but there's other things, pros, cons with this. So I'm not gonna do the whole review on the mower right now. I'm just gonna point out some small things. Like I said, I've never had that much of a rough start. After 3 months of not starting it with 15 hours on it. I'm not gonna judge it too hard on that, like I said, but there are some other issues I've come across with it that I'm gonna dive in a little bit deeper. But this particular model comes with the 22 horsepower Kawasaki. If you look up in here, that is the hydraulic fluid, and if you can see in there, that is actually, this hydraulic fluid here is actually a plastic tank instead of metal, which I wasn't too happy about. But what I wasn't happy about more was, if you see the cap's on tight. I've opened it and shut it, but for some reason it's like it's leaking hydraulic fluid from the top. Again, I got this when I believe it was 7 or 8 hours when I got this unit, because it was a demo. Actually, it wasn't really a demo unit. It was something they said they brought it to conventions and things like that so people could stand on it. Maybe they had a little bit of run time, about 7 or 8 hours worth. So I only put about 7 or 8 hours. I closed the season out last year with it, and that's what I'm going to be doing a review on. So stay tuned. I got a lot coming up with the channel, but here's just kind of a like I said, it's the Pro X 600 48 inch. It's got it's fairly comfortable to ride. It is a little longer. Tires are actually pretty massive, so they beefed it up a lot. I'd say it doesn't need to be done that much, but it's just a lot longer than a Wright standard. The Wright standard, I could probably fit, you know, a few of those on the trailer, a couple of them on the trailer, but these are just a good operating, probably a foot longer. So again, I'm not going to do the whole review today. I want to, but I don't have time. I've got to do a couple of things today, but within the next week or so, I'm gonna really write down all the positive and negatives that I experienced with it. I know that there's been a lot of these people trying these out. Some people have been trying to sell them. Some people have really liked them. So here's like a little plastic plate on the deck there, kind of help with any scratching going through or going up against the fence. But if that little plate, it's only about a little over like it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. I mean, that could be you getting inside a gate or not. So I mean, you have your ups and downs with everything, but again, this is what we're looking at. Huge gas tank. I actually would, I prefer the gas tank to be on the other side, just because the way that this is with being a 48, you can see how many scratches it has with just trees and fence line and turning. And I know how to use this equipment like this. Okay, I'm getting way too into part of my review. So guys, again, just take a look. This is it. It's dirty. I need to clean it up. I just took it out actually because I need to get another mower out, but look forward to that review. If you guys are looking for a mower or just had questions about Cub Cadet like I did, never used Cub Cadet mowing lawns commercially. They just never, it wasn't a bad thing, but just never thought of them. I always liked Wright Standard, Encore, Exmark, Scag, Button back in the day. So last year I had to get inside some yards that had a fence in the back. So I had to buy this mower. This is a little bit dirty itself, but it's a Snapper Pro. Just an easy walk behind. They were asking $600 for it, and I got it for $400. Didn't have a problem with it once last year. And it starts on the first pull. So yeah, that was just a little bit of an update with what I've gotten. But I'm gonna like I said, stay tuned. I got a lot more. I got that review coming, and I've also got a lot more in depth about what my last year in 2022 was like.
Okay.
All right, guys. So again, I said this was my new addition to the team. I said it starts on first pull. It's February 1st. Is it for February 1st today? So it's actually been more like 4 or 5 months since I started this. So I'm gonna see if first pull. Oh. Oh.
3, 4,
This isn't good.
5.
Uh-oh, guys. This is not good.
6, 7.
I might have to redo the shoot. How many was that? That's not bad.
It was 8.
8 times. But listen to how it runs. $400. bet you it'll start first try now. Here. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I apologize about kind of being distant in 2022. It was a very busy year. A lot of stuff happened, and I want to share that with you guys. A lot of experiences. First year back in after a little while in the lawn care. How the customers were, breakdowns, repairs, all the way to all the way to the engine in my truck blowing up. And so there was a lot of different stories and successes. So I want to share that with you guys along with the review. So stay tuned. Vibrant Lawns.